Obviously, coming off a bye week here, so we had a couple good weeks of practice and chance to get a little bit healthy, and obviously down the home stretch here. So we're playing a really good Penn State team, who's you could argue maybe the hottest team in the country and fighting for their lives to make the tournament. So it'll be a heck of a weekend, and looking forward. And obviously, a special weekend being Saturday senior night. We got a few guys here that some have been here longer than others, but put a lot into this program, and I know the crowd will be great, and our guys are excited about playing.
How do you, I guess, with the timing of the bye week, do you think it came in a good spot for you, and you adjust based on when it comes in the schedule as far as how you go about that week?
Yeah, I mean, it's just when your schedule comes out, then you figure it out, right? And so I don't know if there's ever a perfect time, right? I think our guys want to keep playing, right? And so there's probably some years where you're more banged up than others that you probably would want to buy. And I thought we were relatively healthy. We've knock on wood, and been pretty fortunate that way outside of red. But it's that time of year where any contact sport teams have injuries, right? So guys are banged up and playing through some stuff, but a chance to freshen up and also work on some things and get ready for the home stretch.
Stayed the course when you took over the program. Obviously, it's their senior day Saturday. I'm curious if you can reflect on maybe their careers and how you've worked.
Yeah, I mean, I love both of them. I mean, they've been awesome to have. I wish we had them another year. I think for them to be a part of, trying to get this back going in the right direction, and even both of them, the way they've excelled in the classroom, and it's Tanner was a guy that got invited to, I think he got Student Athlete of the Month last month, and that wasn't the case, when we first got here. He had to put a little more work in, and he definitely has, and Gooch the same way. So all those things, and I think for them to see Mon filled up again, right? It was pretty empty there at the start, and the credit to those guys. I think our fans, again, we're not a perfect team, but they do enjoy watching our team play, and those guys are a big part of us playing as a team. And excited. It goes by fast. When you look back at your college career, it happens quick. You think you got a whole bunch of time, then all of a sudden it's senior night. So those guys will be excited to play, and they've been really good for us.
You got a couple of guys that are should they have a chance to be among the finalists for the Hobie Baker? I guess what does it say for Trey and Isaac to just the job they've done?
No doubt. I mean, I think that's the old, through team success comes individual accolades, right? And so, none of that happens if our team isn't a good team, right? So those two guys are both a big part of our team. Obviously, Trey doing his job in net, and Ike has, been on and off of whether he's leading the country in scoring or within a couple. I liked about Ike is he's rounding out his game. He's playing on the penalty kill. He's out there when our goalie's out. He's playing both sides of the puck. He's way more reliable. That's going to help him when he leaves here too, right? His next step into pro hockey and whenever he decides to leave. But those are two really important pieces of our team. And I think it goes back to if our team's no good, those guys don't get the recognition.
With the bye week coming this late in the season, how much of a balance is it between reflecting on what you've been able to do this year and still looking ahead to all your goals that are ahead of you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always the next game, right? We don't spend too much time reflecting. If we are reflecting, it's on what we need to do to get better, right? And so keep growing as a team. And I think our guys have done a great job these 2 weeks. We went hard, we practiced hard, and I think we owe it to our guys. They're young hockey players, and they got dreams of not only finishing our season on a high note, but also keep growing as a player. So this time of the year, it is about as much as you want to pull back, you got to keep pushing, and they got to do their part in resting and eating the right way and being locked in. But they've given us everything we've asked in practice, and I think that's important for our guys. Like we're never going to put you in a spot where we're going to do something crazy and you're not going to be ready to go on the weekend. Everything's going to have an intent to it, and they bought into that. So it's been a good couple weeks.
Does it get harder to keep guys? I don't want to say focused, but kind of keep that same level of intensity when it gets toward tournament time and guys maybe are looking ahead a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think that goes back to how you recruit, what the foundation of your program is. That it's not about obviously we want to win every game we play in, but it's about being the best every day. And so when we come to the rink and practice, when the guys got here in July, it's about dominating that day, and then it's about dominating the practice, and you try to stack as many of those days you can together. And I think it's recruiting the right type of families that understand like this place is. Our guys, will say to you they've never worked harder, but they've never had more fun, and I think that's a great balance. And so our guys are hungry. They love being at the rink. We got to kick them off the ice, and I think that's a good problem to have.
4 games left, and you're in first place in the conference. I mean, this is where you want to be, right? I mean, how much does this group benefit from what you experienced last year and the opportunity to win a title.
Yeah, no, I think it's exciting for sure. Again, we're mainly focused on Friday, and then even that, tomorrow's practice Wednesday, right, to try to get better. But the guys have done a good job putting yourself in a spot where you're playing meaningful games down the stretch, and obviously right around the corner is the Big Ten tournament and the NCAA tournament. So those will come. We just got to keep, trying to play our best hockey. And I think that's the goal for our group, right? Is we want to make sure when we play, the other team sees our best, and that's not easy to do in our conference, night in, night out. I think guys, if you look across consistency of programs in the country, I'd like to think we've been one of the more consistent teams, and that just doesn't happen. It's the guys got to commit to doing it the right way. But it's an exciting time, best time of the year, and I know our guys are excited about playing.
Coach, you talked a lot this season just about that fairly young blue line that you have. Can you just talk about the development that you've seen from Maxim and Patrick just playing on that top pairing together?
Yeah, they're. I think our team in general, right, we're the youngest team in our conference. So coming in, we knew that. We had a high ceiling to keep improving, and specifically our back end, right. We had some youth back there, and those guys have done a heck of a job. I think they're. They play a ton of minutes. They play hard minutes. I think they play real hockey. When you talk about defensemen and being a real defenseman, I think those two guys are real defensemen that their game will translate to the next level, and they continue to grow. Gears is a great story, right? He's a guy. His freshman year was healthy scratch for the first month. He didn't pout. It wasn't a bazillion meetings coming to my office to say, "What do I got to do?" It was a pretty simple message, and he kept working. And all of a sudden, he was invited to the World Junior Camp. He ends up getting drafted. Scores the game-winning goal in the Big Ten championship game. So those are the type of guys we want to have around. And Max is really growing his game. And but I think our D-core as a whole, Jared DeMichael and Brad Fast work with them a ton, and I think those two guys have done a good job of helping those guys understand. It's important. We need them to be great, and we really felt going into the season as much as our D-core improves, is how good our team will be.
The rest of you guys got. Can you see maybe the benefits of that from the off week?
Yeah. I think you just got to be smart too. As if your body goes into rest mode, you can be pretty lethargic coming out. So you got to keep pushing. So, the no travel. Get caught up on schoolwork, but also take advantage of practice. Right. That's what we're here to do, is try to get better. And there's no sense taking it easy. This is the time to push and keep getting better. And I think our guys, we found a good balance of that. We still got a couple more practices before the weekend, but I think it's been a productive couple of weeks, and we'll find out this weekend. Good. Thank you.
Thanks.